What's up, you guys? Welcome back to the channel. This is a makeup route, stage 2, Tour de Zwift 2023. We are in Richmond, Virginia, in the good old USA. This was definitely early on in January. I was actually sick like 3 separate times in January. And I must have been sick during stage 2 because I totally missed it. Anyways, we're gonna send it tonight. The infamous stage where Peter Sagan himself won his first ever national champs jersey. Attacking on 23rd Street Hill. I like to think I'll be following in his footsteps and winning Tour de Zwift Stage 2, also attacking on 23rd Street Hill. So there's that. Here we go. I'm paying attention this time. I'm ready for it. Thanks for being here. Thanks for watching. Be sure to give the video a like. It definitely helps the channel. First place, dude! Let's go! Alright, let's chill. Must not get arrogant. Must not get arrogant. Must get arrow. Not arrogant. Yeah, after that fantastic start to this race, we are looking at about 20 miles, just over 1,000 feet of climbing. A couple sprint segments and a couple like choppy hills. But other than that, I mean, the whole first portion, well over the first half, is pretty flat. Downhill section, and then a couple punchy climbs that are quite sharp, actually. So we have the video sped up 4 times because in this whole first section, just like nothing happens. Stay as one big group, and we're just Tour de Zwifting right here, man. This is just the makeup route, and I'm feeling really good, actually. I don't always feel really good, so I feel it's appropriate to point that out, that tonight I am feeling quite good on this. So I was very much humbled by a structured workout for the first time in quite some time just the other night. I did not feel so good at the end of that. Just did some sweet spot training, but after that, I'm feeling quite good. I will point this out, I did tweak my saddle a little bit. I raised it up by about 5 millimeters, and I'm trying to adapt. My body's trying to adapt to the slight change in that now. My left leg is, quote-unquote, longer than my right leg. Apparently this is maybe a common issue. I don't actually know. I've watched just about every video on YouTube, and I'm trying to just dial in the position, and it's never been quite right. So a couple people in my previous videos were making mention that my left knee would wobble every couple pedal strokes. Now, I think I was doing that intentionally because I'm just oftentimes uncomfortable on the saddle, so I just kind of, I don't know, swing my generally left leg around a little bit. So anyways, I raised the saddle up 5 mil. I'm trying to adjust to that. I sit quite asymmetrically on the saddle. It's never been square. So if I go too high or even too low, sometimes my right leg will rub, and then I'll get a saddle sore, and that's no good for anybody. So for right now, I'm feeling pretty good. But we're only 10 minutes in. I do feel it a little bit later in this race. But again, I want to equate that to just my body adapting to a new position. So, yeah, if you see any issues with my position from this head-on view with my knees, I think they look better now. They do wobble a little bit, but again, I think that was just me trying to get situated on the saddle. And then I'm trying to dial in the tilt as well. So anyways, check that super tuck. This is that longer downhill portion. Looks like the flat is for the most part behind us, and I know upcoming are the punchy hills that I'm highly anticipating. I'm not going to say looking forward to. I've done this course many a times. For the most part, I think I've done it the opposite direction. Now, I think the last time I did it was the December racing series. And if I remember right, we were all wearing Jumbo-Visma jerseys. So, and that one I know was the opposite direction. But I know what to expect. I know what's coming. I know this like cobblestone climb is right around the corner. And my goal, I mean, look at this, man. I'm in this front group. and I'm hanging with them, and my heart rate is under control. Power is there. I'm with everybody. I'm feeling really good going into this. Physically, mentally, I'm staying sharp. So I'm thinking, okay, if I can stay in the top 10 going over this hill, I'll be in pretty good standings. But again, my kryptonite is getting over the hill to the descent with everybody else. So let's slow it down a little bit here as we're going. This is the start of the climb. The bad news with this is there's really no like gradual ramp up into the climb. It's just you look up and it's like this 5, 6, 7, 8%, and it's that orangish, angry looking 6, 7, 8%. I mean, it's pretty sustained right now. I'm really putting out some power. I feel that I'm holding it really well. Again, I am digging deep, trying to stay in the top 10, trying to stay with everybody. So I'm pulling out the high RPMs. I do click down a gear or so and stand up there. And
stay in the top 10.
Look, I mean, you see on the mini map, it's real strung out, and this is a decisive climb. And I know that they don't favor me. I have to be on this front portion. So coming up in 8th, 9th place, whatever, like, okay, that's pretty good, but it's not done yet. I got to be with the group for this downhill portion, and I am feeling pretty good about this.
Come on.
And then we'll begin this little descent here. I mean, look at that power down at the bottom. I was blown away that I just did that. I think there's no way. Kind of regroup a little bit. But there's still a few guys in front of us. And that's I mean, it's whatever. That's going to happen for sure. Some dudes are just ultra strong like that. I, for one, super tuck because I got to recover. I got to get that heart rate back down. And I mean, look at the mini map. We're about to go flying up another hill. And again, there's no like warm up. It's a 10+% gradient the whole way, pretty much. It's cobblestone, so I stand up on the pedals, click down a few gears again, and I'm just pulling it out. The sustained 500+ watt dig. I get over there. Look, I mean, I'm in 4th place overall. Like, this is fantastic. I'm in total disbelief. Actually.
Recover.
But a guy like me can't do an effort like that and not, be screaming on the inside. And that's what I am. I'm just gassed. Like, really blew the doors off on that one. A huge effort. And now that we're going downhill, I'm getting passed. So, of course, that sucks. But I'm trying to stay with everybody.
I'm in top 10. I'm in top 10. And I shouldn't be here. Again,
yeah, I definitely feel like the black sheep of the group. I don't belong this high up in a race like this. So I'm ecstatic that it's working out for me. That my hard work on that climb, the double whammy that it was, really paid off. Heart rate's calmed down a little bit, staying around 164. But this is more of a gradual climb, and yeah, they just hurt, man. So the three-peat of the climbs are just doozies on me. Everyone kind of groups up a little bit here, and again, it's like, Eric, just stay with them. Just stay. You don't got to be all the way in the front. Do not hang off the back. Just stay with everybody. And one thing I'm trying to do is watch everyone else's watt per kilo output over on the right side underneath their name, and do my best to match. I can't always do that. Sometimes, like right now, like I kind of am, but kind of not. But then I'll just go backwards. How many times have I done epic KOM where like I try to match people's power, but I can't hold it for that long. And here, this is another instance, not opportunity. This is another instance where it's just like I just got nothing. Looking at the mini maps, like, oh, there's a guy, few seconds behind me, but I got a trail of guys right in front of me, and I just cannot catch them. I'm doing everything I can. I'm spinning my legs out, trying to stand up. I'm tanked. I'm gassed from those first two climbs, so I got dropped. So we skipped way ahead. I just pedaling around by myself, trying to keep it steady, trying to keep it consistent. I let a couple guys catch up to me. Well, I don't let them. They catch up to me, and I was like, I'm not going to do this thing by myself. So we're still in really good standings, but I am no longer with the front group. Front group is a solid 2 minutes ahead of me. So I'm just going to try to do what I did in lap 1. Stay with them as long as I can on the flat portion. Just stay with the group, put out the power, conserve, whatever, and then give it my all on the climbs. And see what I can do, really. So we're just pedal along. A group of 3. This sucks. Just a group of 3. It's not too much longer. We'll skip ahead again here.
It's looking like the best I can get is 12. So let's figure this out. A long, spicy climb, a short, spicy climb, and a little bit more beyond that. Long, spicy, if I can stay up with them over the crest, I might be in good standings. If not, just gotta stay with them. Beat them in an uphill field sprint seems dicey. Top 15 is ideal. Out of 157, that's pretty good. But I want top 12, so we'll see. We'll see what I can do here.
So now I'm putting into practice some things I've learned, one of which is hit the hill before anyone else. 2 is keep the RPMs nice and high and try to stay steady with the power. So check, and check. Have a 1 second gap on the guys behind me.
Push it!
Pretty short-lived. I'm yelling at myself, really trying to get myself going here. And the guy closes down the gap.
Push it! Come on!
So we get over to the top of the hill, still 2 full miles left to go. Heart rate just shy of 180. This guy, I'm keeping him kind of in my sights. And a couple other guys catch up to us, and we begin this descent. I take a very different approach because I need to recover. I need to rest. I need to get my heart rate down a little bit. But also knowing full well this is it. This is the end of the race. Started the hill with 6 guys, and we are down to 4 of us in total, including myself. So I do the super tuck approach, and I just blast going into this last hill. Actually, hit the cobbles with a good 500 plus power, and dude, I hold it. I hold it as long as I can. Use my drafting boost just because I'm going through a banner. I'm gonna get a new one. Hopefully, fingers crossed. Come out with a 3 second gap on him. As I turn this corner, the guy goes through the banner. I'm looking at a 6 second gap on the guy behind me. So I'm like, okay, this is fantastic. This is really good position. Again, I go for the super tuck approach because I've got to recover. This is the end of the race. I gotta do what I can to conserve myself, and I'm opening it up for sure on these climbs, but I know realistically I cannot hold it for another mile solo against 3 others or even 2 others. So this is kind of it here. We have this like long straightaway, and these guys, oh man, I tell you what, they closed that gap on that descent real quick, the 2 of them. Obviously, I'm assuming they did not super tuck, and they just used that bonus toward a Zwift draft off each other. So I got this guy who's my number 1 contender, and then the other guy who is a couple seconds behind, actually. So the battle of the 6 dropped to 4, dropped to 3, and now we're really just kind of looking at just the 2 of us on screen. But now we got one more guy here with us. He's not much of a contention though. So man, I do what I can. I'm trying to stay light on the pedals, trying to keep that high RPM, trying to keep that high power. A long, sustained 6% grade, I just can't do it. I think I'm getting closer. I'm really trying to push myself. He's 2 seconds ahead of me. Right here, I'm like, come on, come on, come on. Again, you hear me yelling at myself to go. I got nothing. I got nothing at this point. He turns that corner. He's a good 5-6 seconds ahead of me. And then I got a few seconds on the guy behind me. So it's like, well, I don't have it in me to chase that guy down. I've blown my matches. I gotta do what I can, keep it steady, keep it efficient, and beat the guy behind me. So kind of roll in. I got 4 seconds on the guy behind me, And we're going to do it. We're going to take 13th overall out of 157 in this stage of the tour. Take it to Zwift Power. Sure enough, 13th overall. So not bad. Had some awesome efforts, really good standings. But yeah, that's the downside. I got dropped. But nonetheless, you guys, thank you so very much for your encouragement. Thank you so much for your support. I have had a blast building this YouTube channel and just this Zwift community as well. So thank you so very much for being a part of it. I will see you in the next one.